Hello my fellow felines, this is KittyCatPWYarn here, and welcome to another speed build. And in this video, I'm actually building a tiny house. I don't quite know that it's the typical definition of a tiny house, but I think it's pretty small, so that's what I'm calling it. And I really love how this turned out. It took me like an hour and a half, which is very short for me, and I was very proud of it, and I really like how it turned out. I hope you guys like how it turned out, and if you want to download it, it is on the gallery under the hashtag KittyCatPWY, or my origin ID, which is KittyCatPWYarn, so feel free to go ahead and download that if you like, but be sure to have move objects on, because you know, I have no restraint when it comes to using it. So this house is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, equipped with a full kitchen, no dining space, and things for a dog. And I wanted it to be a cat because logically, if you live in a tiny house, a cat makes more sense. They're smaller, they don't like run around as much. I mean, and I'm not saying dogs are destructive, but cats are typically like a mildly less destructive. So I wanted there to be a cat, but then I had no place to put the litter box other than like in the bedroom, and I was like, I'm not gonna have that, so I just ended up putting enough stuff for a dog, because I mean, I don't know, I guess maybe a little dog wouldn't be destructive in a house like this, but you never know. So yeah. And I hadn't originally planned on putting it upstairs in this house because I was like, no, it's fine. I can just put like a bed next to the couch and it'll be okay. But I do end up putting it upstairs in, and that's where the bedroom is. It's just like a little loft area. And like I said, I love this house. It's so cute, and like all the darker colors are just really like up my alley. And the outdoor area is really cute. And I actually was picturing a sim that lives here. I pictured it to be like a single guy, just him and his like little dog, like his little chihuahua or something named like Rocco, maybe. I don't know. And he like, even though he has a tiny house, he really likes like hosting people and having people over because he has lots of friends, because like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know what kind of job he does, but he's popular at whatever job he does, and he's really good at it. And he has a lot of money, but he doesn't show it because he has a tiny house, but he just, like, saves all his money. I don't know. I'm just kind of creating a story for him, kind of off the top of my head, even though last night I did, like, kind of have a thought about, like, what he'd be like when I was building this. So yeah, and this is my first time using those windows and the doors that I used, because I had never used them since we got them patched in. So I thought this would be a really good time to use them, and like I said, I just love how the aesthetic of this house turns out. I think it's so cute, and I really love it, and I hope you all love it. And this was one of those builds where I got really into it really quickly, and I just couldn't stop. So, like, okay, I'll give you an understanding, I guess, as to what I mean by that. So, my boyfriend and I, like, every night he gets home from work, and then we eat supper, and then we game for a little bit, and then we lay down and watch, like, one episode of Criminal Minds, and then watch The Office, and then go to bed, or whatever. 'Cause we have, like, shows we pay attention to, and then, like, bedtime shows. The Office is a bedtime show. Whatever. By the way, that's my first, like, watch through of The Office, and I'm loving it. But yeah, so last night, like, I was very adamant. I was like, yeah, I want to watch, like, Criminal Minds, because I love Criminal Minds a lot. And, like, we're on a really intense episode, so I was like, I really want to watch it, whatever. And then I started building this house, and I was like, no, we're not gonna watch Criminal Minds tonight. I'm just gonna play this up until bedtime, because I was just so damn into it. And like I said, I haven't gotten into a build like that in a while, so I'm very happy about it. Actually, that being said, I was I was pretty into the build I did for Aaron's Shell Challenge, but not like this, I don't think. And I think my determination for this one was more like, I know I can finish this relatively quickly, so I want to keep doing it. And I think that's kind of where that came from. So you guys may notice, I'm not doing it yet, but I use the stairs that are weird shaped. And I actually ended up putting like a lot of clutter under the stairs because, I mean, I really like clutter anyway. So I just added a lot under the stairs. I mean, seeing as this person is in a tiny house, you would want more storage, and you would probably store things, you know, wherever you could find room for them. So I imagined that under the stairs would be like a prime place for putting like stuff that they don't really use, you know? So that was just my thought there. And something that I kind of had trouble with, I guess, in this house, like, I didn't know which side I wanted to be the front or the back for a while, because, like, I don't know, I just had a really hard time with it, like, because at first I was thinking the one with the sliding door was gonna be the front, because I feel like most front doors have, like, glass in them or whatever, which they don't. Like, I'm looking, I mean, I guess, but, like, they all don't have to, you know? So that was my initial reasoning. I was like, well, I mean, I feel like the front door should have, like, a glass bit in it, so I'm gonna make the sliding glass door the front door, and that makes more sense, da da da. But then I looked at the outside of the house, and I couldn't bring myself to make that side of the house the front. And in the end, it actually looks good. I was really worried about it not looking good, though, but it does. It looks good. I really enjoy it. So, yeah. And, side note, I haven't playtested any of this, but the only thing that might not work, and even that I'm pretty sure it does, is the food bowl for the dog. I'm just not sure that Sims would be able to get to it to fill it up. But like I said, I'm pretty sure they can, because I'm pretty sure I saw someone that did a build with, like, a door under the last square of stairs. So it should be workable if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I don't know. And if that doesn't work, I'm sorry, but I never playtest builds, and that's my fault. But I mean, honestly, I'm just lazy. Like, I don't like the process of having to bring a whole sim to a lot and, like, making them playtest everything. It's just really, like, annoying to me and, like, tedious, and I just, like, don't. It's not my thing. I don't like it. And you'll notice, for a while, I do forget to put anything, like, clutter-wise in the kitchen. And I actually remembered, like, right before I was about to upload it to the gallery, like, I was done, and I sat here, and I was like, I feel like I'm missing something, and I look over at my boyfriend, I was like, what am I missing? Like, I don't know what I'm missing, da-da-da. And then I looked, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't put any clutter in the kitchen. So that's what I was missing. But I did in the end, so that's the very last clip you'll see, which is very weird for me, because I typically do kitchens first, and this time I did the kitchen first also, but I just didn't put any clutter in it for whatever reason, so I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but, you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. And this layout is kind of weird for entertaining, because, like I said, I imagine he enjoyed entertaining, or whoever lives here enjoys entertaining, because the grill and the seating, like the outdoor seating, is upstairs, so you would have to, in theory, go through their bedroom to, like, go eat or whatever, unless they cooked in the kitchen, but, like, if they're cooking outside, yeah, I don't know, that was just a weird thought to me. And that weird thought actually kind of just occurred to me, so there's that. And if you saw for a second there, I always place that stool thinking it's a table. I've done that a few times in the past, and I haven't done it in a while because I don't ever use those chairs. But I do that quite a bit. So that's like a funny quirk that I have, or whatever you want to call it. And also, there is a wash tub and a laundry line on this house, on this lot. There we go. English is hard. Because I like having laundry in my game, but also I kind of hate it. But I feel like it adds realism to the house. And especially with this one, I just felt like it kind of added, like The Sim calls this place home. Like that, it kind of added an aspect like that. And I actually added a horseshoe pit, which is something I never do. But I was like, I mean, there's a bonfire out here, there's food stuff upstairs. Like, maybe this person likes entertaining more than the normal person, so they have a horseshoe pit. Or maybe they just like horseshoes and they have a horseshoe pit anyway. I don't know, that was kind of a random addition, but I like it. I think it fits well, especially with, like, the kind of, oh, well, this makes this more permanent kind of aspect. Or maybe this was there when he brought his tiny house onto the land. I don't know. But we are getting relatively close to the end. We're just gonna mess with some landscaping and terrain paint, and then put some clutter in the kitchen. And then we're gonna have a few screenshots, and then we're gonna be good. Ever since I did the build for Aaron's Shell Challenge, I've actually kind of been loving landscaping. I really like the I don't know how to describe it. I guess, like, the messy but contained look for landscaping. I don't know if that's even the right way to describe it, but that's how I'm liking it. I don't know. I think it's really fun to do, personally, and I just really like it. Because I'm not good at, like, making things look really manicured, I don't think, but, I don't know, I'm good at, like, this messy but contained kind of look, so I'm having fun with that. And, yeah. So I'm recording this the day before Halloween, if any of you are curious. You're definitely not. But let me know what you did for Halloween. How was your Halloween? Mine hopefully is gonna be good. It's supposed to be, like, rainy and really windy and gross here, though, so I'm not excited for that. Because we had that, like, a few years ago, too, and I'm over all the wind and all the rain and blah. I'm not a big person for rain. Like, I don't like it, especially since I have to go out tomorrow, and, like, be an adult and do things. I don't want to do that, but, you know, I have to brave the rain, so hopefully I don't forget my rain jacket, because I tend to do that a lot. I'll just, like, completely forget it's supposed to rain that day, and I'll just be like, no, I don't need a jacket, what do you mean? And then it'll rain, like, when I get, like, just far enough away from the house where I don't want to turn back, and I'm like, yep, this is how my life is. But we are going to jump into screenshots, so I am going to leave off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, friends. I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a paw parent, because I post new videos all the time. And I will see you all in the next video.